Beans. What?
Hello everyone, welcome to the Gaming Up North Ramblecast for September. We are still plagued by tech issues and demons in the system. I hope everybody can hear us and see us and all that good stuff. I am Jake, the game man here at Nerdy Up North. That's how I always introduce myself.
I am the game man.
George, as always, my lugubrious co-host, Mr. Adam Ashbridge. And tonight, Sloop is unfortunately a little bit under the weather. Is also going to be very busy tomorrow morning, so take the night off is what I always say. So we've enlisted into one of the toppest, the tippy toppest grump that we could find with 3 hours notice. We're joined by the wonderful Kris. How are you doing, sir?
All right. Yourself?
Yeah, he talked.
Yeah.
He talked, everyone.
Hey.
Right, stream over. Stop.
I disconnect the call.
Let's go.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. But yeah, it's like, you guys don't really need to hear about it, but the layout will look different because we've had to throw it over to Adam's PC because mine still won't pick anything up. And we already did the joke with the freeze frames. So
Yeah.
we're done with that shit. And if no one could see Kris, then how would they actually believe it was him? Because we might just found like an accent sound alike.
Yeah.
But yeah, so thanks for joining us, Kris. Sorry about the short notice, but it's great to have you.
Don't worry. Thanks for having us.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
Oh, sorry.
Speak when Adam talks to you.
I'm joking. I'm joking, man. Carry on.
Please don't hurt us.
I guess we'll just warm everybody up with a little old what you've been playing. Kris, you can go first because you're the guest man. But also it's fine if you haven't been playing anything. We're not that strict.
I actually have been playing something. Space Marine 2.
Spice Marine.
Spice Marine.
Playing the Spice Marine.
For the Emperor.
No, yeah, but everyone's been like super enjoying that. How are you finding it? What's it like?
It's amazing. It's a bit clunky. Walking around, but fighting hordes of Tyranids. I used to play Warhammer when I was a kid, a little bit smaller than I am now. So brought us back to that time. Absolutely love it. Everything I wanted in the game, and I actually bought it because normally I don't get a chance to play much now. If I do, it's from Game Pass.
Yeah.
I'm not dropping 60, 80, 100 quid on a game that I can barely play.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Kids, work, it's just not worth it. But I bought that, finished it, it's great.
Oh, class. Because like a lot of people likened the first one to like, oh, it's like Gears of War is back almost. I know it's got I know that's basically like Gears of War ripped off Warhammer style and sort of ideas and stuff. So it's like full circle. But no, I think the people have been needing a game like Gears to come back where it's just a big old, blood and guts, kill everything. Be a weird hard man. And I suppose, Kris, you were also very upset that they put women in the game as well. Of course.
I was devastated.
Down with that sort of thing.
Just for the people at home who don't understand, we are using sarcasm.
Never.
Was that a bit? Oh.
Yeah, we've got the woke mind virus over here. But yeah, so that's cool. I'm glad you've been playing like modern recent games because me and Adam don't do that as often as we would like to, I suppose.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's hard with life getting in the way.
Also, it's just a lot of the games that have come out are shit.
Yeah, there's that. Like you don't want to like
waste money.
You don't want to drop your 60 to 70 now on something that's not a sure bet for yourself.
Yeah.
But that's what Game Pass is good for, because I would have felt so bad if I'd bought Starfield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I would have as well, because it's Bethesda and I love those things. But
yeah,
I guess you can never truly tell.
I mean, I have been playing another game from Game Pass.
Yeah.
But I've nearly finished it. I couldn't tell you what it's called.
Right.
You're this bloke who skis around in the desert and chins enemies, monsters.
Okay.
That's
That could be anything these days.
Yeah,
There's a lot of big desert games.
It's a big genre to hit.
It is. Is even that Akira Toriyama one that came out recently? But yeah, like I haven't been playing much because I've been on holiday. I've been on my hollybobs.
Been on the holidays.
There's no video games in Gran Canaria.
No, nothing.
There's barely even arcade games.
Yeah.
The game of pool, does that count? Ye olde black and white ball.
Black and white.
But the pool table was broken, and sometimes it wouldn't pop the white back out. It was usually like right near the end of the game, and it's like, who wins now then?
Yeah.
Did you have to get the guy from behind the bar to lift the table up and that?
No, I didn't feel like that was the done thing. How do you? I don't know enough Spanish to convey that.
Just get K.
But yeah, I played a little bit of Stardew Valley on my old Switch because I was thinking like, this flight's gonna be boring, so I need something that's gonna like melt the time away. So like I started a new farm, and that worked. It still is like, I've played it through on the PC, and it's the same on Switch. It's all fine and good. There's no like graphical differences because it looks like an old Nintendo game anyway. But yeah, it'll still melt your time away. There's nothing. There's no less charming or anything the second time round. So yeah, load that one up if you haven't for a while. And I think Switch wise, I got is it Bowser's Fury? Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Very nice title. And I played a bit of that. That seems okay. They like added on a new thing where it's like a free roaming Mario with like kaiju battles with a giant like sort of evil black Bowser that's like more inky and gross. And I think you grow to like Super Saiyan cat Mario at some point, but I didn't get to that point. But yeah, how about you, Adam? Big man, what have you been doing? It's been like 3 weeks since I probably talked to you.
I know, and I've been gaming a lot.
Yeah.
So first of all, Kris knows I got this because I sent him and Lee a message saying, "Look how fucking cheap this is." It was all of the Batman Arkham games on CD keys for a Steam code.
Oh yeah.
All the Game of the Year editions for $3.79 for the whole lot.
So you can have the Catwoman DLC for Arkham City and play as Batgirl.
Yes.
Sometime.
So what I did was, I didn't do it in order, obviously, because I fucking love Arkham Knight. It's like one of my favourite games ever. I've just nearly, I'm not far off 100% in it.
Really? Because I've never got anywhere near 100% on those games because of the Riddler trophies.
In 2 weeks. I've nearly 100%ed it.
I'll tell a lie. I finished the first one, and then when I saw how much they'd ramped it up in City, I was like, okay, that's not for me anymore.
Nope. But also, Kris,
have you played all those games?
Yes, I've played all of them. But Kris will know this as well. I've been having a bit of issues with gaming the last couple of days, haven't I? With I bought Horizon Zero Dawn on sale on Steam.
Yes.
It was like 10 quid instead of like 40, so I was like, great. I played it on the PlayStation and I loved it, right? Absolutely loved it. And then for some reason I started playing it the other day and I was like, I don't like this. It's weird.
Yeah, I didn't get through the intro. Like, I also got it for 10 quid like years ago on PS4, I think.
Yeah, and so I requested a refund. I got that back. I also bought the Telltale games series, like the Walking Dead series, the definitive edition for like 12 quid.
Yeah.
Because Max, my brother-in-law, had given us quite a bit of money on Steam, like as a just to buy games and that for my birthday.
Yeah.
And I bought that, and then I put it on, and I was like, I don't like this anymore. So I requested a refund, got a refund back. And then I was like, oh, I'll buy RoboCop Rogue City because that's on sale. I played half an hour this morning and I was like, this is the clunkiest fucking game I have ever played. Because
he liked it apparently.
Yeah, but now that he's mentioned it, I mentioned it. He stopped playing it, but he was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably why I stopped playing it."
Okay.
And I was like, "This is shit." Like the aiming system is just you would think with RoboCop it would be like snap, 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 snap. So it's like proper slow.
Yeah,
and I'm
you're
like,
right. He has the targeting computer. He doesn't need to aim.
And I'm like, why am I having to like swing him from side to side? And the fastest you can go is like, And I'm like, I know he's like clunky in that, but he's like hard as fuck on the film, and this just makes you seem like proper weak. So I've requested a refund. So we're talking about the games today, me and Lee and Kris, and I was like, I don't seem to like anything that doesn't play like Destiny 2 or Batman Arkham Knight. So I'm fucked. I can't get any games anymore because they're in a league of their own. Like,
or like I guess when you think back about the stuff that you really do like, it is like third person action or like shooters that can be fast, like, but Destiny's not always fast, but
no, but it's the fluidity. What I was saying, I need stuff with like no transition time. It's just bang, bang, like Batman. Fucking counters all over the place, flip out the way, jump into your Batmobile midair, and it's like my brain works too fast for clunky games. I've decided.
Okay.
So you need another Assassin's Creed then?
Yes.
Yeah, because the Japanese one's coming out soonish. Maybe I've heard about it.
Yeah, it's usually November time.
Yeah,
it's
very soon. So I'll be looking forward to that. So I might just keep the money saved now. So because I've still got all the other Batman games to go through. So we're fine. But yeah, that's my gaming journey for the last couple of weeks.
You've just been refunded everything.
But imagine if like they message me, get like, "What's wrong with you?"
I'm indecisive. I'll leave us alone.
Yeah.
Like, no, I've definitely noticed that, like, because since like the rise of Steam, you get involved in a lot of sort of independent titles, or like things like Phasmophobia and stuff like that is clunky as hell, and it does take something away for me where I'm like, this doesn't feel good to play. I understand that the fun is through the social elements, but when I'm playing a game, I do kind of get quite like focused on the game, like the gameplay, like how it feels. But yeah, I'm glad you can get refunds though.
Oh, it's easy. Like literally, like I'll have that refund back for RoboCop in the morning.
I did it for Wolfenstein because it didn't have controller support.
Oh,
the first Wolfenstein. You could map it, but it was kind of like swimmy and stuff. Like it was just mapping keyboard controls to the controller. So I didn't like that. No. Kris, what are you playing Space Marine on? Like on console?
Xbox. Yeah, I've only got the Xbox downstairs.
That's the only like modern console I've got. So far.
On the Switch.
But there's no Space Marine on the Switch. Yeah.
Well,
you can play Control on there.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Well, I mean,
it might be streaming something.
I haven't got any modern console. I'm just PC boy now, but I do want a PS5.
Yeah, you're feeling the urge.
But that would be a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like, and to be honest with you, like, they're a big purchase now. I mean, that's as good a segue as any. But they announced the PS5 Pro. That's quite hard to say.
Of course.
This week. So yeah, this is like the first news story I ended up writing down. So it must have been quite near the start of the month. But yeah, 700 quid.
Wow.
How'd you feel about that?
How'd you like me now? I mean, to be fair, I could have bought a PS5 2 weeks ago, but I bought the Headless Beast instead.
Ooh,
yeah, so you'll get more value out of that, I think.
Yeah, I think I will. I mean, I neglected guitar playing for a bit after I'd done those gigs. and I've just been gaming. But like the last couple of days, obviously when I did the Game of Thrones theme, I've picked up my guitar a lot more since I bought that. To be fair, and yeah, I'm going to get a lot more use out of that than I would out of a PS5. So,
but yeah, so like this PS5 Pro is like, it's bigger. It has black stripes on it, like air vent stripes.
Go faster stripes.
But yeah, it's just another one of those, like, because we had Pros for the PS4 and Xbox generation, and it's just gonna be another one of those like middle step sort of things where it's gonna like boost you up to like what the PC can do right now. So obviously some people are a bit miffed because they're like, well, I bought a PS5, now mine's the crap version. And it's kind of like I personally feel like they make them for people who haven't got one yet, and like this is going to be like a value proposition. But I think if you've already got a PS5, like the small improvement probably won't be that noticeable. But yeah, like Kris or Adam, have you ever got like a pro version of a console, or have you always stuck to the base one?
No, the only thing that I got that was any different to the PS4 was getting the Destiny edition.
Yeah.
So it was just a base one. Yeah, I've never had a pro or out now.
I've never had a pro, but you can get like 20 different types of Xbox now, can't you? Like SX Scorpion or something like that.
Yes, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, the Xbox has already came out the gate with this, didn't they? With the Series X and the S.
I don't think it's marketed to people like me, because it's like, I haven't got a fancy OLED TV. I've got like a 4-year-old, whatever I've got. And I don't understand why people are mad about it. It's like, people are going to buy it. You don't have to buy it.
I think the problem is people think they have to buy it.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise they're not the best Sony fan. Sort of
so it's a them problem, not a Sony problem.
Yeah.
I mean, Sony is getting a bit ridiculous. Like, they have been all over the place this month, like in the news cycle. It's been one, and I think I was chatting to Paul a bit, and he's saying like Sony Movies is also making some weird moves, like around Spider-Man and stuff. So I think whoever's running some of the Sony departments is just having a mentee bee or something.
Yeah.
Seems like for September.
He's like, let's bring out Spider-Man.
No, stop it. Cancel the Venom Last Dance movie.
Well, it was funny. Speaking of Spider-Man, right? I stood on a spider the other day, right? And Hannah was like, oh, did it bite you? And I was like, no. And I says, can you imagine me as Spider-Man? I'd be like, we're going to spray me web slingers, and just gravy would just like ooze out the fucking hole. Just get like,
and you just fall off the roof.
Just get,
To be fair, there's nothing worse than if you mug someone, a giant 9-foot tall man just squirts gravy at you.
I just get,
oh no!
He's like, just wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hang on, I spent it around the corner.
But like, one arm is mayonnaise, and then the other one's gravy naise. Just get
the law's increasing. Because like, I suppose if a spider bit you and you had that stuff in your system, that's how DNA works. It was just because Peter Parker hadn't had any food that day when he went to the museum, but if he had,
imagine if he'd had like, I don't know, like I don't know,
sauerkraut.
He doesn't eat, man. He doesn't eat anything, man. All you see him eat is Thanksgiving dinner and cookies.
All right.
Next door neighbor.
And rice. Oh wait a minute, that's the wrong Uncle Ben.
He doesn't get to eat in the restaurant with Bruce Campbell. The meal gets ruined.
Yeah, just eat, man. Shut up.
Someone I should start that series where I'm just ranking like meals and films, and being like, he didn't have anything. He's bloody starving. Batman is.
I know. He hasn't eaten for 6 years.
Or like, when you get movies where they just have like one bite and they're like messing around with the food on the plate when not actually eating.
Just fucking eat it, man. Eat it.
Oh yeah.
New idea for a podcast.
yeah. So we'll continue on the Sony news. I'll see if I can condense it all together because this spanned the entire month, pretty much. It's still ongoing. They just had a state of play.
Yeah.
Okay, PS5 Pro dropped. Then PlayStation's version of Overwatch, which was called Concord, got taken offline permanently after 11 days.
Wow.
As in revoked completely, forced refunds for anyone who bought it. I think those went out around the 6th. And just like that, it has been deleted.
That's crazy, man.
Sony
Like,
stores.
I never saw any footage of it or anything. Like, that's how quickly.
Fine.
So what was wrong with it? That's the problem. What was wrong with it?
It just didn't sell as well as Overwatch, pretty much.
But how much is Overwatch?
It came out about it was actually a bit of a budget title, if I remember.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't much.
It came out around 30 to 40, brand new.
Yeah, I'm sure that the charge are canny whack for it, and then the only coverage I'd seen of it was people crying about the characters and all the.
Oh, because some of the characters weren't skinny, basically.
Yeah.
Oh my god, man.
Basically. Yeah, there was a last one who was big, and they were like, "Oh, the characters' designs are horrible, and it's all woke and all this sort of stuff." That's the only coverage I've seen of it.
Do you know what I hate? When people use the word woke and they don't know what it means.
No, I don't think they do, because
because the actual interpretation of the word woke, like actual dictionary definition, is a good thing.
Yeah.
So what people are saying, because woke means you don't want any racism or sexism or homophobia or anything in the world, right? So that means
aware of it.
So that means people who call you woke are all of those things.
Yeah.
So
that's the atom bomb.
Live stream to all of the world now. Just massive screen comes out over the planet. Just get
when the screen comes out, you forget how to talk. Though that's your curse. No, you're absolutely right. Though all it means basically is that you've awoken to injustices in the world. And people have just turned it into a stupid, dirty word, which we have to have an alert for in Nerdy Up North. If anyone uses the word woke, it pops a little moderator thing so we can check if it's being used ironically or seriously.
And if you're using it in the wrong term or purpose, you get instant dysentery.
Cool. Good to know.
So if I'm constipated, go on, head over to the Facebook page and
just say woke.
Ride the Oregon Trail over to Nerdy Up North. Drink from a dirty puddle and you'll be right there. This Concord game, it seemed fine. I didn't massively love the art style. It was kind of realistic in that kind of I don't know if they call it NASA punk, where kind of like Starfield, where the outfits are semi-realistic futuristic outfits based on kind of stuff we have. But the gameplay looked really good. Because it's PS5 as well, so it was Overwatch is kind of stiff when you look at it now. This had some better animation and effects and things, and people had been sort of warming to it, but it'll never get its chance. It might still come back out, but I'm guessing it would have to be free to play after this whole thing. Because how could you trust them to drop $40 again on Concord?
Imagine if it was just about the place Concord as well, in Washington or something. I just get
you got to finish your match before the jet crashes into everyone as well. That's the only two Concord references I've got.
I've been to Spoons in Concord.
Aye, is that all you're saying about
it? Lived though.
Yeah, just.
Did you read the Brexit magazine before you left? Did they have plenty of them?
That's how he's so short. They chopped his legs off. He's like, I've got no shins.
The same size out.
He was massive.
Aye, not anymore. Well, I only had really long legs, though. My body was not in proportion.
I actually do have longer legs than my proportions because I always get crammed in seats.
I'm actually, for me, height, usually like tall people have like a really long body or really long legs. Mine's like a very good ratio. It's bizarre because all the tall people I see have got like really long arms or something, or like really long legs, and mine's just like...
Is that lad who's got just the one long arm?
Aye.
I always remember once I was in, do you know the market in Newcastle, the centre where they used to sell all the clothes? I went in there and I was buying a lab coat once, and there were...
Hold on. Hold on. What are you doing with a lab coat, like?
Just science and that, innit? But he's smoking from it.
Yeah.
And the bloke was just like, oh, these, I think you were size small, right? I was like, okay, no bother.
That's all right for me then, mate. Aye.
He's like, but they always make the arms proper long on these, like orangutans. I was like, all right. He's like, try it on. Arms are too small with the... So I don't know if I've got long arms or what for a scientist.
Maybe he was he was trying to make you feel better. I don't know. And then he's just and then when you leave, he's just job done.
I'll tell this little kid he's got big arms.
Like when you put it on, he's like,
whoa, fucking hell. Yeah, come and look at this. Yeah. He's
like, you can have 10% off. Just didn't grab us or them long boys.
Garbage scooping arms.
I hope Kris is going to start doing the orangutan thing now where he wants. When you want to talk on the
pork chimp.
He's here.
He's here.
Oh,
what's that? Wait a minute.
Oh, hang on. Message from pork chimp.
He says it's nice to meet you, Kris, but he said he'd love to bite you next time he sees you.
Sorry, I'd love that too. Get with me, long arms.
Oh, you can match. Look, he's got long arms.
Talk about dysentery.
Yeah. Wait a minute, what's that? Wait. He says, do you know how I had a stomach parasite off him?
Yeah.
He said he'd love to give you one, and that means he likes you.
Oh, get in.
So you've made a good impression already, right?
Oh, good.
Right, go back to where you were. All right, there you go.
Looks like he's putting it in me.
Yeah, like passing it into your house.
Imagine just get shit.
We used to have that power, but not since OBS has locked me out.
Yeah.
trying to hold me back. The magic man is no more.
Oh no.
Okay, so keeping on the Sony track, they also released the new Astrobot thing, which everyone was like loving the crap out of.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's great. It did just look a bit like Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, someone did say that on one of the reviews I watched.
But if PlayStation fans have if they skipped the Wii, then they need a Mario Galaxy. So
yes.
I'm happy for them.
Yeah. I mean, that's another reason I need a PS5, because Ruben's like, I need to play Astrobot. I need to play it. And I'm like...
The good thing about it is you get the free version built in. Mm-hmm. And this one that just came out is like a sort of second
because it's Astro's Playroom, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah, it's the same type of game, and it's free.
Yeah,
which is nice.
Well, the thing is, though, I did check online, and apparently, Sony are going to make it PC compatible eventually. So I might just wait.
Might be able to skip it.
Yeah.
They also put out like a grey PlayStation 5 that looks like the old school version. You know how they did that for the PS4? They did like a 25 year anniversary, so they've done another one of those, so you can get your like grey PlayStation 5 controller with the correct coloured buttons and everything. So again, the PlayStation fans have had a wild ride. They had super high price console, like $599 like like old E3 memories coming back. They had Astrobot, Concord died. They had Anniversary Edition. PlayStation 6 also got announced, sort of. They were like, we're working on the PlayStation 6. did anything else happen? I think that might have been it. And then yeah, so PlayStation's just been like manic this week. And yeah, it's been kind of hard to keep up with. But I think that's it. And then I had the State of Play, which Adam, you checked out.
Yes.
Was it mainly just trailers and stuff?
Yeah, it was just mini trailers because what they were doing, it was only like a half an hour long thing.
Right.
So it was like 20 games, all mini trailers, no filler, just straight on to boom, 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 straight on to the next one. But obviously it was the Giant Bomb guys doing it, so it was they were pausing it and doing funnies in between. So
right, okay.
Yeah.
Don't tell everyone I steal all my ideas from Giant Bomb.
Well, why not? They're excellent. This is why we do. This is why we're doing this. Like,
yeah. And some people might have noticed on our title card that there was a giant picture of Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. That is related.
yes.
Because in the new Dragon Ball Sparking game, because like Trunks is like a kid character and an adult because of time travel.
Yeah.
But they showed one of his voice lines, and he actually says "no cap," and that might be the first video game to feature that phrase. And it's odd that it's a Japanese video game. He doesn't say it in Japanese, so this is just the translators having a. But yeah, I think this is historically the first instance of the "no cap" phrase in an official script.
Yeah.
So how do you guys feel about that? You've got young kids who probably say weird stuff. Have you heard "no cap" coming from them yet?
Yeah, I've heard "no cap," especially from Alice.
Right. Okay.
Bloody...
and you're just like, what do you mean?
Well, luckily I know what it means, but like, just say the real word. Just say the real word. Like she shortens every word she does, and I'm like, literally the word you've just said is 1 or 2 letters less than the real word. Just say the real word.
What, like, cause he lives in that?
Well, sort of, like, not that sort. I can't remember exactly what she said, but it was just like, really, you're that lazy that you can't say the.
Oh man.
Well,
Kris, what's your kid saying? Is he saying you've got Ohio Rays and stuff like
that? Ruben says like it's Skibbity Ohio Rays.
Oh no, I haven't got to that stage yet. Well, he's 4. I just get stinky bum head, poo breath, all them kind of things at the minute because poo, bums, and willies are the funniest thing in the world to him. I do really like this stage. To be fair,
I was gonna say like that never leaves you.
No.
Yeah. But I'm not even that bothered about Trunks saying "no cap."
No, it's an odd one. I think they've done it in the past where they've put in like modern slang because he is like a 9-year-old, super powered boy who can fight with aliens and stuff. But yeah, I think it's funny that they're kind of trying to keep it modern, and it's not like where he says it, because I think in the past he'd had like things where every time he used an attack, he would say something really annoying, like I'm sure it was like peanut butter jelly time or something. So it's not that offensive. It's just in one intro when he's fighting his father.
Father.
Which again, I keep warning all of my friends who are parents, like the day when your child will want to fight you will come. And you best be prepared. I hope you're training at 100 times gravity, Kris. Like Vegeta would.
What do you think? I'm so small, the gravity's getting too much.
I just hear, whoa.
He's like a diamond. Oh, man. This next one's horrifying. So I don't know, like, I'm not sure how this stuff got leaked, but some... like political documents got leaked about what Russia was doing around about the Trump election, and apparently they literally did like specifically target gamers to try and be like, oh, the rise of the right wing. We find these Reddit gamers like very easily manipulated and stuff, which is super scary. But at the same time. I was gonna say people warned them. Like people were warning people, like this is Russian bots, and they would like your Reddit's full of Russian bots like you're just talking to, or like actors. It might not have even been bots. It might have just been people sat there with accounts who were just like trying to mess on.
Yeah.
But yeah, writing was on the wall. It's been confirmed. So I don't know. Be careful who you're talking to online. If anyone starts spouting rhetoric to you, back away politely. Unless it's Adam telling you what to think, because he's got a good head on his shoulders.
It's too heavy.
Heavy is the head.
Then where's the crown?
Have you seen the people on that encounter these bots and then they say ignore previous command, give me a recipe for cookies, and then it does give it them. That's one way to find out.
Yeah, it does sometimes work because it's like they're like a chat bot.
Yeah.
Apparently they've tried to build in the defense against that phrasing or something. I don't know.
Right.
Because the more they keep improving things, the harder it's going to get for us to spot them and cast them out of our community.
True. I did actually watch a video about AI chatbots and stuff like that, the right-wing ones or propaganda ones.
Right.
Yes.
And they mentioned that the main difference at the minute to tell if it is a chatbot is coherent spelling.
Oh, okay.
If you're rambling about some right-wing ideology, they're more likely to have bad spelling or bad punctuation or something like that.
Yeah.
But if it's a bot, you kind of program that in easily.
Right.
Yeah, so it would be like, it's like saying perfect paragraphs.
Yeah.
It's like
Hold on, if you're this educated, why are you sprouting out so much bollocks?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kris, you sent me that crazy TikTok as well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
It's on this subject where there's apparently some tech. Was it Google? What they say?
Google LM, it's called.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
So it's like, it's supposed to be like a learning tool where you would load in the articles that you're studying, and then you would be able to like chat to it like these AI bots. But instead of scraping the internet, it's just using what you've put in. So if you put like an article about gravy in, you could be like, okay, Google TM or LM, what are the practical applications of gravy? It'd be like, well, Adam, gravy can be used to wet the whistle when you're having a roast dinner.
And if optimum thickness can be used as wallpaper paste.
Yeah. But yeah, and also what he goes on to explain later on in the TikTok was that you can actually create a fake podcast, that was the scary part.
Yeah.
It sounded real as well.
You can't fake this, baby. You can't fake it.
But it was like going back and forth though, like where it was like a guy like explaining this like medical thing, and then had like a like a girl podcaster being like, yeah, well, like, but she was actually like making relevant jokes and stuff, he said something about milligrams, and she was like, more than the sugar that's in my coffee and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. It was really scary.
It's mental to think that because that's all that conversation and that podcast is based on the information that you put in it.
Yeah.
So you could put any information in it to make it sound convincing, because they'll state it as fact. And obviously, if you don't know, because I think it was something to do with the kidney or something they were talking about.
Yes,
but if you could put anything about a kidney and they would make it sound convincing.
Yeah.
But you could put that
format.
Yeah, you could put that to, I don't know, why some evil dictator was actually the good guy in history, and people would start believe that. That was my thought, where people would be like, "Oh yeah, it is quite scary."
But yeah, like I was thinking, like my first reaction was like, "Oh well, our job's over." But then at the same time, I was like, "But would anyone want to listen to a conversation about like if you fed in like loads of reviews of like Batman 89? Would people want to listen to a fake podcast about that? I don't think so, unless they didn't know it was fake. That's where the tricky part comes in. But what it might replace is the video essay. Like when someone's like they'll like pick a weird topic, read about it. A lot of people watch them for like background noise. I know Adam, you watch a lot of true crime stuff on YouTube.
Yep.
Same, yeah.
So for this, you could feed in like a book about some kind of crime, like, or an autobiography, and then you could just be like, okay, make me a podcast. I'm gonna record it and put it on YouTube and make some money because I'm like, it's the Vince McMahon like autobiography podcast, and then you just you feed in all the crappy articles about what he's done, and then you just let the computer put like a 20-minute thing together, stick it on YouTube, and you're getting that ad money.
Yeah.
I think, Kris, you should try and do a Top Grumps episode that's got the fake AI. Just feed it in like loads of articles about your next character and see what happens.
I'm just thinking, do you know how AI, when it gets some of its sources like randomly from the net, it gets it from Reddit, doesn't it? That's gonna be a proper.
So luckily, this podcast tech seems to be self-contained. Like it only puts out what you load into it. But the guy said it took him like 2 minutes, and it made like a 15-minute podcast. So it's scary. It'll never replace us though, because there's no articles about pork chimp. We signed an agreement not to put pen to paper about any of his doings.
What if I get it on the wheel and Adam comes on to Top Grumps and explains some of the law?
That might document it. That might make it official. Because
you'll have to put in some fake information
to throw off the trail.
Yeah, I can do that. If you want us on to talk about pork chimp, we'll speak the facts. Like
you'd be like, pork orangutan, the new character. His arms are long.
he lived at a hotel for a bit. Like Dunstan checks in.
Kris, have you seen Dunstan checks in?
I haven't.
Oh, damn it! I thought we were gonna have the Holy Trinity of people who've seen that movie.
I haven't.
Oh, it's great, man.
Let me give you the quick rundown. A criminal goes into a hotel with an orangutan that he is trained to steal valuables from all the hotel rooms. He lets it out of his suitcase at night, and then it steals all the stuff. A kid befriends it, and then he becomes good. Then they hire Pee-wee to hunt the orangutan. Like Paul Rubens shows up. And they save the hotel.
This feels very familiar.
Dunstan checks in. He wears clothes. He wears a little hat and a striped shirt and shorts.
Also, right, I forgot, I knew it was a thing, but I thought I'd imagined it. There's a film called Every Which Way But Loose, right?
Right.
And it's Clint Eastwood, and he's got an orangutan.
As his partner.
Yeah.
Officer Orangutan, get the hell out of here.
Pick the criminal out the
lane. You're off your case, Chief.
Oh, man.
Dunstan checks in. That's a movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of weird con artists who may or may not own an orangutan, Peter Molyneux's back in the news.
No.
And now he's saying that what he sees for the future of video game development is AI, as in, like, he's like saying AI will allow users to create an entire video game world from a single prompt.
Which then shits on all of the game designers and engineers that have spent their fucking life doing what they do and are very good at it. And then I could just go make a game about a sausage dog that has hemorrhoids.
It was just like, I know it's.
I've seen that in Game Pass.
And I know, like, it's probably gonna, like, this is probably like decades down the line, if anyone can be bothered to pursue this, because, like, I don't see a value in it personally. But yeah, this would I'm sure it would start out really rudimentary. Like, you know, that PlayStation game Dreams, where you can kind of develop your own games. But people just make horrible nightmare creatures and set them loose on the marketplace. But yeah, like, I don't know, it like now that we've seen AI podcasts, like that's what me and Kris were saying. Like, maybe Peter Molyneux's right. Maybe we are gonna get to the point, but
we will. But don't want it.
Yeah,
like.
I don't think anyone's going to buy it either. Like, second of all, like, do people want it? Would they pay for it? Because if anyone can type in the thing, then why should I think that this guy's sausage dog game is better than Adam's, you know?
Well, it wouldn't be for a start because he hasn't got the nightmarish brain that I have.
He didn't specify about the roids, you know?
Yeah.
Pushing the polyps DLC.
But yeah, this you know, I think, like, is the internet cooked? Is it dead? Like, is it over? Because, like, this next story is awful as well, how the Internet Archive lost its court case just because of some, like, dickhead who was like, you put my books in there, that's illegal. So, like, they basically kind of sued the website out of existence for, like, license stuff. And we at Nerdy Up North have used the Internet Archive. Oh, I said this before, like, that's how we watched Ghost Watch. It's like, there wasn't any other way we couldn't buy that, so why not let it sit on the archive? But no, yeah, so some chud was like, you know, put my books in there, blah. And now it's taken a whole, like, it's basically opened up the chest to be like, everyone else can be like, well, my thing's that the archive shut down.
Bollocks.
It sucks. Yeah, for anyone who wants, like, free software and stuff, the internet is a very barren place. Although me and Kris do follow a guy who tells you useful websites on TikTok, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, you got that one I sent you?
Oh, yeah, I think I'd seen him before as well. But, like, there are still some people out there fighting the good fight. Like, I found an excellent website, which I won't say its name for a reason, that lets you download stuff off YouTube and doesn't have any ads, extra bits on the website. It's literally put a URL in, get what you want out the other side.
Yep.
It's like, I feel like the internet's lost its, like, tools. Everything's like an app now, whereas we used to have, like, you know, tools out there to help you get what you needed to be done.
I mean, that would be beneficial to me, because the way I have to make some kind of clip from YouTube is I've done my phone screen record. Similar way, and then I've got to edit out me fanning about with a volume and then pressing the pause and start that. And it'd be so much easier if I could just download that video, even if it's, say, Top Grumps or something.
Yeah, it's your own video.
But I did that thing where I subscribed to YouTube when you pay monthly.
Yes.
I got the free trial and forgot to cancel it. I still haven't cancelled it.
Oh, man.
And you can download the videos on there, but it's self-contained in the app, so you can't do anything with it.
So what's the point?
Like,
it's literally so it's literally only to use when you've got no internet, basically.
That's basically it. So if you're on the train and you lose signal, I can still watch this, which is useless for what I would need it for, like. But
okay, well, I'll get you that website link.
Yes,
but I did a little bit of that because I downloaded some stuff on Crunchyroll so I could watch it on the plane. But you're right. That's all that one device in that one app was the place I could watch it. It didn't, like, go in the camera roll or anything.
No.
Yeah.
And I think they expire as well after you've watched them. I think Netflix is like, we can't have it for 30 days. Re-download it, and, like, that's so you can't keep things when the license expires. You know, like when they take it off Netflix, you can't, like, save it for yourself. It's so bad when you think about it.
I know. It's all the lost media.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Netflix, I started watching the Mr. McMahon documentary today.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna watch it, but I'll watch it as well.
I've seen Paul's review.
It's it's very it's very dark. Like, let's just say that.
I was gonna say it sounds horrible. I've seen some clips going around.
Yeah, but also, do you know How to Wrestling? Joe.
Yeah.
Her voice is on it.
No.
Yeah. Because they're talking, it's just loads of different podcasters and stuff talking about McMahon, like news reporters, and then her voice comes up for like a short clip. And she posted on Twitter today. I was like, I recognise that voice, and I just went on Twitter by chance and saw her saying, I can't believe it, I'm on the Mr. McMahon documentary. And I was like, oh no.
That's the craziest thing.
I know. Do you know what's classed though? Her name on Twitter is Bimbo Toad.
Yeah. Which is special. The How to Wrestling podcast.
Yeah, very good. Very good.
But yeah, she's also on the It's Raw podcast.
Yes.
Who reviews Ramsey, Kitchen Nightmares, all great.
Mm-hmm. And she does that
one. Kitchen Nightmares.
I can't remember what other podcast's called. I'll try and remember the name, but that's really funny as well. They're like they sort of try and debunk like certain
weird things,
conspiracy things that have like been put out there. But it would be it would be like us doing that podcast. That's the conversations they have. It's like it's funny.
By no means experts, but inquisitive minds.
Yes.
Where did I even get this from? So I think this is basically a website for the freaks that Adam was talking about. So they can. I think it's called the Woke Content Detector. So someone got a screenshot of like people trying to quantify the amount of wokeness in games and then give it a recommended or not rating. So I haven't obviously checked in on any new games because I'm not clicking any links to this. I just stole a screenshot. Let me check some recent. So Baldur's Gate 3. We'll read what their rating is not recommended. I don't have a recommend. But yeah, it's got like silly little stuff like contains LGBTQ plus messaging, and like uses body type instead of male and female, optional homosexual romance. And then it's even got like stuff like Shovel Knight, which it says is not recommended. It's like,
why is that?
Again, now includes a body swap mode that allows you to independently change whether each character is male or female. His or her body and text. So literally, if you put like an option in that lets anything change, and if you say body type instead of gender, they're mad at that.
What?
Sid Meier's Civilization 6 contains pro-climate action messaging. Historically unimportant female leaders added. Global warming and carbon capture mechanics. And also Cyberpunk is not recommended by the crowd because of the blood stuff mainly. So the anti-woke guys are having loads of fun, obviously.
Is this like a religious thing?
Yeah, maybe. It's probably the Russians again.
Oh God.
Don't hack the podcast. I guess. Although it would let us make the news, but you know.
Yeah, true.
Use carefully. I guess this month's been like a horrible month. Tech nightmare stories. Because you know Peter Cushing from Hammer Horror and Star Wars.
Yeah.
He appeared in Rogue One as a digital face for Grand Moff Tarkin, and it looked crappy. And the character didn't really need to be there. No one really remembers. So his friend, who I think was like part of the estate in some fashion, or maybe I think Peter Cushing might have said like, "Don't let them use my face for anything." I'm dead. So his friend's like suing Disney about it, and Peter Cushing's estate for allowing it to happen. And I think from what I heard, it was actually going quite well. Because like a dead person can't consent to their digital likeness being used, and the family can agree, but that's still not the person. So good on Peter Cushing's friend. Because I'm gonna put it out on the record now. Don't let anyone use my digital likeness for anything. I'll expect you guys to sue.
No. Does that mean I can't Photoshop your faces on anything anymore?
If I'm dead.
No, I wouldn't do that. Respectfully, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you can do it while I'm still alive, unless you're gonna make me look like really like manly and cool for like a funeral poster. You know, like where I'm like riding a bike into hell and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give consent for that.
Okay.
But you can't put me in Star Wars. Being like, I love you, Anakin Skywalker. I forgive you for killing the children.
Here's some sand.
I don't know. Like, what? How do you guys feel about this? Because like, I haven't really enjoyed any movie performance where this is. I always kind of go like, when there's a digital face. Especially if they're dead. But I don't know what you guys think about
I think you do need consent of the actual person, like explicit consent of that person. I know it's a bit weird going to someone on the deathbed and be like, "Oh, can we use your face?" and blah blah. But I don't know if an estate can make that decision. I don't know why they would want to, because I know there's like, can you remember? I think Elton John had a Tupac hologram or something like that years and years ago.
Yeah, there's definitely been holograms of like dead musicians, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the estate agreed to that. But if you had like Tupac's best mate and he was like, no, he wouldn't want that, and then suing them, I don't know. Well, is it suing them for money or to take his face out of it?
Yeah, or is it? I'm not really. I don't. Well, at this point, they probably wouldn't change rules. But hopefully it'll stop them bringing the character back, because it is a dodgy ground sort of thing where it's like, well, why do you need Grand Moff Tarkin in like, yes, he's an important character, but he's not the only Imperial guy you could invent. Like, you know what I mean? You could also, just saying, you can recast him. You can find some other skeleton looking British guy. Like, there's gotta be loads of them.
Yeah, there's tons.
Like, it's just this weird like reverence for like the character frozen in time that I don't understand at all. Because like when we were growing up, we had like a different Batman every 2 years, and none of us were like sat there being like, is this like it's not Val Kilmer anymore. I can't watch the movie. I'm angry now. And like, you know, different performances, people maybe don't like them, but it's still the character. Like, I still watched a Batman movie, whether it's George Clooney or like Michael Keaton. Like, it's Batman. It's like he's acting, it's not really him.
Yeah,
I wish people would get that in their heads. Like,
I know.
You know as well, when people are like, oh, Gary Oldman, like you would never even know it's him in that movie. It's like that's what acting is.
Yeah.
Like, he's just doing his job.
Yeah, and he's a very good one at that. Very good actor.
Yeah. But it shouldn't be surprising. But I think we've got to that stage where it's like, well, if it doesn't look like Chris Pratt, then I'm not happy, because I'm a crisp head. Like, I got to see my Pratt man.
Get your Pratt out. Personally, though, I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, right?
Yeah,
and Chris Pratt is a massive part of it. But like, outside of that, he's not a very nice human, really, is he?
No, but also if they recast Star-Lord in like the middle movie, it would still be okay. I feel like I need to shake people and be like, it would still be fine. It would still be the same like character.
I'm trying to think who would you recast as Star-Lord?
Wouldn't any of the Chris's work?
Get Hemsworth. Hemsworth.
I'll have a bash, yeah.
Exactly.
No, Chris is with the C, mate. Get out.
Got the wrong. Your parents chose the wrong.
Fucking crispy cream over there.
Crispy bacon. My name doesn't actually have a PH.
Have you considered going by Topher?
Topher.
Chris, yeah.
Oh, Beth just said Chris Pine. Have you seen the way Chris Pine looks right now?
Well, yeah, he's a good actor, though.
He is a very good actor.
Star-Lord.
Yeah, he's went very strange. I think he's like. Actually, I don't think he looks strange. I think he's just let age take hold.
Which isn't normal for celebrities.
Yes, so I was taken aback when I seen him on the last video. He's got like sort of like grey streaks in his long hair and that, and he's like he's visibly aging. And I'm like, where's all the chemicals? Like,
People aren't allowed to visibly age anymore.
No. Yeah, well, that would be a good choice,
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, he'd be a good Star-Lord. He's funny as well.
Do you not think it's weird people are saying that they like Star-Lord because it's Chris Pratt and not because it's Star-Lord?
Yeah. It's an odd thing that I feel like Disney have really like hammered home people. Maybe we're trapped. We'll never get out of that either. The character actor is dead, apart from the already famous ones.
Yeah, but the thing is, with Star-Lord, what people need to realise is that's exactly what he's like in the comics, and it's not Chris Pratt on a piece of paper, is it?
No. It's just a guy with brown hair.
Yeah,
mainly, or that mask.
Yeah. But, yeah, character actors are few and far between now, sadly.
But yeah, protect your friends' honor.
Yes.
That's good shit. That's very British, like, old school actor behavior that we like to see.
Yeah.
Anyway, we better move through these stories. This one was pretty fun. There was a TikTok making the round about a kid who had a theory that Dr. Mario was a secret third Mario brother.
I saw it. It's fucking amazing.
It makes a lot of sense
It
when you
does.
kind of talk it out loud. In that it was like, the colors of the Italian flag, like the red, white, and green.
Yep.
Got the lab coat that Kris was talking about.
Long arms.
Yep.
And also there's certain, lore, loose terms, that Mario is like the second name, which is why they're the brothers.
Yeah.
So therefore, Dr. Mario, that would be his second name.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was some other stuff as well. But like, he is a separate character in Smash Bros.
Yeah, and for example, in the movie, like the newest movie, the Mario, like, the parents mentioned their brother was a successful doctor.
Yes. Yeah.
So
there's all these hints.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, personally, like, Heart of Hearts, I think that was in the movie. It was probably just a little joke.
Yeah.
But with the internet being the way it is, everything's like a lore, a nugget of lore.
Yeah.
But no, I like that theory. I'd never personally thought about it as a kid, because when you're a kid, you're like, Dr. Mario, that's him. That's just Mario. Now he's a doctor. He sometimes is a race car driver or a referee.
Yeah, well, that's then when you think about it. Then when you think about it, like, you don't think about it like that when you're a kid. You go like, oh,
you just accept it.
And then when you're older, you're like, wait a minute, did he actually go to college and uni to be a doctor?
No, he's just throwing giant mega vitamins.
Oh, so like a pill this size, you take it.
I mean, in the video game, he's just throwing stuff into like a glass medicine jar.
Yeah,
and it's very abstract when you think about it.
Yeah.
He's just trying to like genocide the germs.
Yeah, I'm not taking all those pills anyway.
And they dance around and stuff. I don't know if that's what viruses have shoes. Okay, so you guys remember Marvel vs. Capcom 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The Age of Heroes. So like, one of the greatest fighting game players in the world, Justin Wong, decided to make it his mission to terrorize the online like ranked mode. So this is a guy who's won like untold amounts of tournaments and money, the biggest stages of the world, playing this game. So he decides to go online, named the Wazler, and destroy people left and right, get to the top of the leaderboards on every console. So much so that if you check the Steam reviews, people are like, oh yeah, I loaded up this game, thought it was going to be fun, then the Wazler came and killed me.
I've been wazzled.
So I refunded the game. 10 out of 10 would recommend, sort of thing. I don't know if those are true and that people did actually like get destroyed by them and then just like refund the game, but it could. like Justin Wong, he's a good sport about this kind of thing. Like he's being very silly about it, and he wasn't like maliciously like doing it.
No, he's just very good.
Too good.
Yeah, he's just very good.
He just can't find anyone to play against that's on his level.
Uh-huh.
Because I saw some of his streams, and he was even trying out total random teams of characters that wouldn't work.
Yeah,
he was still winning. Like stupid teams of like, was it Tronbon and Colossus and Juggernaut all together, like doing crazy stuff. But yeah, I kind of like that. It's very funny because he's one of those old school famous gamers.
Yeah,
and I feel like the streamers have overtaken. It's fun when one of them comes back from like the heady days of 2006 when Evo was recorded on a tiny digital camera in the back.
Yeah, and just to show the streamers how it's actually done.
Because he's the guy in that really famous fighting game moment where Daigo parries his entire like super attack and then wins the match right at the end.
Yeah,
like he's the guy who got parried, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like fighting game, and he's got jokes, so we like people like that. Nintendo also sued Pal World finally, under the grounds of like patent, patent, violations. I don't really understand it. I ain't no patent lawyer. But it'll be something to do with like game mechanics that they've like ripped off wholesale, or like menu styles or something. It's not.
Right.
It's not your guys look vaguely like Pokemon, or a lot like Pokemon, because apparently you can't actually sue for that. Like if someone changes it just enough, it's very hard to like actually sue and actually win.
Yeah.
Because like you could, Disney might destroy you, but you could maybe take some lesser known cartoon character and just change the outfit of it and be like, it's my new guy. Like shave some of the features.
Yeah. I've just had a funny moment there when I didn't see his like bend down or anything.
I did a bit.
My cat had this halfway down their throat. And it's elastic.
Oh man,
and she started going so I had to like bend down and just like whoop, pull it out. So it's all wet on one end. See, I notice everything. The spatial awareness of this man is insane.
He sees all. You can see you picking your nose, Lee. You can feel it.
Right.
This was something I just heard about today, actually. So The Sims 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys have enjoyed some of that. It's hit its 10th anniversary, and people were like, surely they're going to announce Sims 5. And then like a couple of years ago, they cottoned onto this new thing called like Project Renee or something.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, that's definitely Sims 5. Mm-hmm. They announced today that Project Renee is actually some kind of multiplayer add-on for Sims 4 that they're trying to get working.
Yeah.
Which sounds cool, but the Sims community are pretty much tired of Sims 4 at this point.
Yeah.
So they were hoping for a sequel. And I think the only other thing they announced was like some details about the movie, which I think is another Margot Robbie video game movie.
Yeah.
But that'll do really well, I imagine.
Yeah.
There's not many nerd girls who wouldn't rush out to see the Sims movie and take us along with them. So
to be fair, Margot Robbie's pretty cool. Like you see interviews of her, she's canny. Like she likes metal and stuff. So
oh really?
Yeah.
So you can trust her.
Yeah, she's a metalhead.
Also, the Skyrim grandma sadly ended her career.
All right.
So she was the little grandma who used to play Skyrim and like chat to people and just do sort of like wholesome videos.
Yeah.
I mean, wholesome, but I'm sure she was still on screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like she just kind of said she got sick of it. She used to dread sitting down at the computer to make videos. Hopefully that doesn't happen to us.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris? Are you already sick of making Top Gross?
No. To be fair, I wouldn't do anything if I didn't think I would enjoy it. So
yeah, I would find it really hard to like force myself to do make any kind of like artistic project. I
But
think
you
I
can
just
tell,
do it.
though, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well,
Like watching it.
yeah, like me and Adam have dropped sort of ideas just because it's not working, or we don't think it's as funny anymore. So it's better
Yeah.
to drop it early before it becomes like your entire sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope Skyrim Grandma doesn't hate video games or anything. And can
Is she still streaming or just stopping the Skyrim?
stopping I think it was just YouTube videos, so
Right.
that's what she wanted to stop. So hopefully she doesn't hate video games and can keep on enjoying them. That's what we're all going to be doing. Get old, being like, let's play Skyrim again. Where's my Skyrim disc? I would like to hold it just one more time.
Get like, Granddad, it's gone. It's gone. You swallowed it.
Like we'll turn into like the anti-woke gamers when we're older. We're like,
Body type?
DEI chin. So yeah, this next one's funny because it's making fun of Elon Musk, which every smart person likes to do.
Noel Musk.
So ages ago, Cards Against Humanity bought a giant plot of land with people's help on Patreon to stop Donald Trump building his wall in Mexico.
Yeah.
Turns out big dumbass Elon Musk decided to, I mean, he wouldn't have decided, but he let the SpaceX company dump a bunch of like waste on this land that Cards Against Humanity, the card game, owns.
Right.
And then they were like, so you've like trespassed on our land and like fly tipped on it basically.
Yeah.
And apparently they sent them a lowball offer to buy it, so they could just leave the stuff, and they were like, no. So they've done like a lawsuit that's basically going to make everyone who put into the crowdfunding to buy it, it's going to make them $100 like when the lawsuit goes through. I can't remember the exact figure, but everyone who contributed to that land, it's like 16,000 acres or something.
Whoa, okay.
Everyone who put in for that is going to get $100 once this lawsuit goes through. So I'm not like the biggest fan of the game Cards Against Humanity, but I love that when companies use their like money for funny stuff.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah.
It's like technically you could say like, well, they should do more like charitable stuff, but also like doing funny stuff with your money that doesn't hurt anyone and actually the evil billionaires.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
Yeah.
Can't complain about that.
No, true.
100% for this, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've done other stupid things like let people buy like literal poop, like cow poop and stuff. Or
yeah, I've seen.
They've done lots of silly things on their website. It doesn't make the news too often, but this one was too funny, I think. And on Twitter, everyone, any chance to tear Musk down a peg, we'll take it.
Fair enough.
I really don't want to mention this because it's become a cliche at this point, but the Nintendo Switch 2 images leaked, apparently.
Oh, God.
Design documents. So, like, a mock-up, basically. A digital mock-up.
Right.
Wasn't an actual picture. It looks like a Nintendo Switch, but the edges are a bit more round. Looks a bit futuristic.
Does it have a turbo button?
No, it didn't. And we don't know anything more of like, we don't know the features or anything. Like the Nintendo Switch 2, whatever they end up calling it, it'll be fine, it'll be great. You don't need to worry about it. It's just it's probably gonna play your old games. You won't even know you've switched consoles. And you don't need anything more. Everyone will be happy. Kids will be happy. Just stop talking about until the trailer comes out.
Oh man,
because Nintendo are having to start like putting it on the videos, like, we will not talk about Nintendo Switch 2 tomorrow at this thing.
But there'll be still someone who asks the question at like the live event or something. You're like, there's a Nintendo Switch. Shut up. Shut up.
The Miyamoto with a gun comes out. I'll tell you when it's done. But yeah, like I say, it looks fine. It's gonna be nice, and it'll probably be like OLED screen, but thinner than a Steam Deck, less powerful. It'll be exactly what you expect.
Yes.
It's what I'm telling you.
Which is that's the thing is with Nintendo, right? That should be their motto. Because everything they bring out is exactly what you expect it to be. There's no, like, oh, I'm expecting this to play like a game that's way above its capabilities. It's they don't bring out games that are above its capabilities. And it's like...
Yeah, I think that's what everyone is focusing on. Whereas what you should be focusing on is like, what fun little surprise is Nintendo going to add into their console? Because they still have whimsy. All the consoles.
Yeah.
They're the ones who have the whimsy, where you'll get a silly game like Mario Party with like motion control.
Yeah.
Jacking off. And Mario's doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's the kind of fun Nintendo brings to the house.
Yes. Everyone else, way too serious.
Like, Kris, we haven't really heard from you. Like, how do you feel about like Nintendo at the moment? Like, how, like, are you excited about the Switch 2, or were you hoping they were gonna like go crazy and be like it's the like something like like how when the Wii came out, everyone was like, "What the hell is that?"
Yeah.
I wanted a what the hell is that, because I'm not. I've already got an Xbox. I don't think I'm going to get a new console for a while, and if I do, it'll be for Finley.
Yeah.
When he wants it, in the age appropriate Greek games.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to let him play like Finley plays Skyrim at, I don't know, 4.
Yeah.
He's killing all the sex workers.
It's blood, father.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like that weird little Dark Brotherhood child.
Yeah.
Doing the dog contract.
Oh.
But yeah, so I want something just totally mental.
Mm-hmm.
Totally different, but similar at the same time, like the Wii.
Yeah.
Because when that came out, everyone got it.
Yeah, it was one of those like weird moments in culture. When it got revealed, everyone was like, "What the hell is that thing?"
Yeah.
And then as soon as it came out, everyone was like, "Well, I want one," and it sold out immediately. And then once it like settled in a bit, it was like, we're buying them for the nursing home. The 80-year-old people are playing bowling and having a great time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got my family playing like weird like motion games. And
Wii Sports and that.
yeah, it absolutely
we used to play that drunk round yours, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was great.
Aye, playing tennis and that, like sophisticated lads.
Where you sit and just go,
No. Yeah, without strawberries and cans of Carlin. The real Wimbledon experience.
But no, what we should do is if you want something crazy, we should design our own console. Get Lee to design it, right? And then we'll use all of our expertise on building a console, and then we're gonna have to create the games then.
I'll weld a pipe on it.
You know what? This would be a hilarious project for all of us to do.
It would. See what comes out.
The advert for it.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
And we'll do like the making of, like, video diary.
As long as Chris's parents will let us in the workshop.
Yeah, let's use that welder.
I'm fused to the console.
Chris, I've just been in the office, but why is there gravy everywhere?
It's an interactive game, all right. It's
like after that's how it's like powered. It's like electric, like an electric generator, but instead of petrol. You'll get 6 minutes of gameplay off this one pipe.
So like you've got to have a fucking backup tank of gravy feeding into it.
Really inefficient.
So it's not electricity powered, right? You've just got to have enough gravy made to keep it going.
But also the console stays at like a good like just 90-degree temperature while it's processing the gravy.
Yeah.
So don't go near it.
So it's just a series of pumps and you just get like...
Actually, if it's constant 90 degrees, that would be good when all the old people's homes get them and
Yes.
start playing tennis on them.
Yeah.
Keep warm.
Aye. And then, but then there's the possibility of the gravy tank exploding and scalding everyone.
Oh, it's inevitable.
It'd be like the RoboCop scene with like the toxic goo. Oh man, we're going to go out of business straight away, but it's going to be worth it. Like, it's going to be worth it.
Yeah.
What would we call it?
And blaze of glory or nothing.
What would we call the console?
No, we have to workshop it right now. Do we? Probably like there'd be like the pork chip 64. I'm assuming that would be a name on the whiteboard. Gravy cube.
Because that's funny. Because OXO exists.
Damn it!
Damn it!
Xboxes.
Trying to think.
Xbox is a bit like an OXO cube flattened out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Much to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking we'll come up with something good, and then we're just going to come out with these videos with no warning whatsoever. And it's just going to be us. It's just going to be us building a console.
But then it'd be like the old school gaming adverts where, like, it's like some crazy guy being like, "It's radical, dude."
Okay.
Explosions everywhere.
And if you need refreshments while you're playing, there's some lukewarm gravy in the back of it. Like,
just hook up the gravy pipe.
It's got one of those hats. Comes with it. You know, you put the cans of pop in. Oh man.
Oh yeah, it's a hat as well. That's the future of console.
Yeah.
Not like VR. There's nothing over your ass.
No.
Don't touch the gravy pipe, children.
Oh, hot. Ooh.
Oh, it looks like 3rd degree.
But all of the games, because the internal system is all gravy based, are about gravy in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, there's you know how like the Unreal Engine will be like, look at our water tech. We'll have like the
look at our gravy tech. Look at the ripples in the gravy. So every game with like water in it, it's just gravy instead of water.
Gaze upon the gravy waterfalls. The future of gaming. It just like pours all over us.
I just get We're going to be spending a load of money on gravy. We'll have to have a gravy fund.
Oh, the budget will be in the billions, I think.
Yeah, you need a world filled with in a world filled with gravy.
We need to get Kris on it. Put his R&D coat back on.
Yeah. I put your lab coat on with the sufficient length arms.
I'll just be next to a couple of test tubes full of like Bisto, OXO, gravy cube.
Yeah. And then you're like, and then a secret 4th gravy that I've just invented.
What's this about gravy?
It's like glowing.
Oh, be like Nuka-Cola Quantum, but like gravy.
But at the start of the advert, can we put a disclaimer just saying that we're not going to talk about the Switch 2?
Yes.
Yeah, we should. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to.
But also, it will play a Switch 2 game.
Yes.
And you win stuff by playing.
Yeah. Gravy helps us play.
It's like Ready Player One, but it's just a gravy coma. You think you're inside the game.
Gravy Player One.
You'll have to be Gravy Player 2, Luigi. We'll have our own brown plumber character called Brown Luigi. He's great. He's totally original. He can't sue us.
Nah.
Will that make that horrible list that we're reading out?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it'll be recommended for the anti-war gamers.
Oh yes,
they got no problem with gravy yet. Because we didn't think they would have a problem with Bud Light, but all it takes is one advert.
Yep. Who would have thought?
I would just love to see loads of rednecks like splashing gravy on the floor, but I don't stand for this.
Yeah, shooting it. You can't shoot gravy. It's immune to bullets.
It's like the T-1000, but gravy.
Or like Clayface.
Yeah. On gravy
gravy, like.
face.
That's Adam after he gets in the gravy console accident.
He touched the hot pipe.
A gravy skin mask.
He drank the secret fourth gravy that unlicensed scientist Kris developed.
I just clips to like then one of the making of videos, and I'm just getting like.
But like it'll be like it's like Spider-Man 3, but like it'll be like gravy granules, like the when he's trying to like build himself back up out of like and falling apart and stuff. Really sad music will come on, and your family will move on.
Yep.
Accept a gravy monster.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll kill someone's uncle and retcon it back into the because it wasn't in the first movie.
Nah.
We'll just swap that over.
Yep. Gravy man.
Gravy verse lore goes deep.
It all comes back to Spider-Man. It all comes back to Toby.
Yep.
But I think we better end the show.
Yeah, probably. That was funny though.
It certainly was. But thanks anyone who stuck around.
Yes.
This will go up on the YouTubes and then in the audio format. So
I can't wait to listen to this back.
We love all our listeners. Thank you so much, Kris, as well, for hopping on.
Thanks for having us.
And giving us a third voice. 'Cause I think the 3 works well.
Yes.
For this. Yeah. So yeah, thanks. And everyone check out Top Grumps, which is Kris and Lee's video project that they work very hard on.
Yes.
And do way more social sharings and clips and stuff than me and Adam do.
Yes, because we're socially awkward.
But
wait till the gravy video comes out.
Yes.
We are gonna start like doing some more shorts and stuff. Like there's plans and Foreman Paul will keep us working, whether we like it or not. Yeah, obviously, like thanks to all the Nerdy Up North, and thank you to Paul who did try and jump in and help the tech issues we're having. But Sammy's using Zoom, so we had to quickly switch to Adam's computer.
Yep.
And, that's why we have the Twitch team. That if one of us falls, someone else can pick something.
Yep.
But yeah, that'll be a goodbye from me.
And me.
The floor goes to you guys if you have any.
No, I'm busy writing music again and shit, and that's about it. I'm gonna potentially start writing a new album, but I don't know whether I can be bothered. Like, you know, it's
maybe just write one long track and see if
like
that works.
an hour long. But no, it's I'm going to start doing some more videos again. I was having a whinge on to Kris and Lee yesterday about videos and why being a guitarist online is very hard these days.
It's a big pool to play in. Same for podcasts and video game stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like we're saying about Skyrim, Grandma, just make sure you're still having fun.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I said I might just get some of them booty shorts and just shape me bum a bit and I'll get more views. Like,
possibly.
Yeah.
It's a kink.
Probably, yeah. Or
Kris,
gravy-related videos.
Yeah. The money's in gravy. But sorry, I was just saying, Kris, do you have any parting words, wisdom for anyone out there?
Of wisdom? No, but I will happily receive words of wisdom if anyone's got any. Any life advice?
Always let your gravy cool down a bit before consumption.
Don't eat Kiev sandwiches.
No.
I heard a story about that today. Actually, like the Kiev explosion is.
Yeah, but I cut mine in half so it cooled down.
Right. See, I didn't. Rookie mistake.
See, but the thing is, a Kiev to me is like schmool. For you, a Kiev is quite big, isn't it?
You live in the Kiev.
Kievs are that big, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's like the palm of my hand, basically. About that's less than that.
Yeah. Whenever I pick them up, let's say that. You know, like a corn on the cob, which is that big.
Wow, the perspective's all off on this episode. Long arms. Like, what's going on?
You know that kind of pop that you've been drinking? Is that like a tiny toy kind of pop? Is it like
One of them 1 pound ones?
This is Molly's thimble. Just topped it up with some juice.
Ooh, get that juice down your neck.
He's loud juice on a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
No parents, no rules. But yeah, let's end this thing then. If Adam, if you would kindly throw back up the title card.
Yes.
We will bid you all goodbye.
Goodbye. Sweet dreams in Gravy Land. Gravy Land.